Jesus, take the wheel. Take it from my hand. 'Cause I can't do it on my own.
Ei, eu a salame, babak no papier, eu a salame, zinzalbim, eu a salame, ei, ei, ei.
I was just wearing a wig cap, so that's why like my hair looks like messed up so bad. Hi guys, my name is Indigo. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today I'm doing the final boss. I'm tired of this too. Every time I do drag, everybody always asks me to recreate that f***ing look, and I literally despise that look to like my very core. That look literally brought down my confidence for so long, and I genuinely felt like I was just like not a good like makeup artist at all because of that makeup look. I think it's only fair that I try this again and finally put this to rest, and then I can finally have like a peace of mind. So without further ado, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and let's get started. Okay, so first and foremost, we're gonna put on the wig cap. I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I styled the wig. It was my first time braiding, so it's like not that bad, but like it could have been better. I wanted space buns, but that just didn't happen because I don't have hair ties.
A few moments later.
It's money mine, so I'ma spin it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it back.
Run it, run it. I look like the Grudge. Yes, Momo, fully Momo. It's a braid! So now we're done with the hair, I'm gonna go ahead and just prime my face. I use the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Veil Mist. I really like this before applying my makeup and my foundation. It has like hydrating aspect to it that leaves your makeup looking fresh when you apply it, but it doesn't leave it like dewy or anything like that, which is something that I really like. Honestly, I'm just gonna put a full disclaimer here. This is probably not drag to many people. I do not give a single f. At the end of the day, I'm gonna do the version that I like and what I think is actually successful to me. So anybody saying that this is not drag, go for it, mama, but I do not care. I'm gonna go ahead and color correct with the Dragon Beauty color corrector. I don't use a lot. That is already way too much. To each his own, but personally, I like to blend it out to the point where you can't actually see the orange anymore. Because in my experience, and the reason that I hate color corrector is because like whenever I've used it in the past, the orange just like seeps through and it just makes you look so orange and like yucky and just no thank you all around. And then I'm gonna go in with the purple one just to kind of counteract a little bit of that orange that we just applied because I'm not a fan. You see there, like I color corrected and like my skin actually looks like good. I feel like that's the way to color correct. Like I don't really understand like how you're gonna color correct by putting like more hyperpigmentation like on the skin, you know? I feel like actually having like a very set base like that, like a very even base is really the way to go. So I'm gonna be completely honest in this video because this video is just internal closure for me. So I might as well just get like everything off my chest. After like everything happened, which obviously like that was a blessing and everything. After like that episode, I was like, oh my gosh, like that's like so embarrassing. Like what do people think of me? And then like the comments like always saying like, oh, like you can't do drag, like this is a mess. I think the reason that I don't like doing drag isn't because of drag, but like because the way that like people have always like reacted whenever I do drag. Like now I can't really ever do drag because like it's always just like compared to like that one time, like literally my first time ever doing it. Oh, this still isn't drag. But like the guy is like drag doesn't have a definition. Like if you're saying that drag is like one specific thing, you literally don't know anything about drag. There's a million different types of drag queens and they're all drag because drag is literally a form of expression by the queer community. How could you do it right or wrong? Like no offense, but it's really annoying like when you see somebody that's like never even done drag and be like, oh, like this isn't drag, like sis, like what do you know about drag besides Drag Race? Because you do realize that drag is like not just Drag Race, right? Like there's like a whole history behind it. There's a whole bunch of different styles. There's a reason behind the styles. It's more than just drag, you know? So then to like put something in a blanket term and then say that it's not that blanket term, it's actually pretty ignorant. I'm not really the type of person to get offended by stuff, but like it really bothers me when people try to correct me on something that I know I'm right on. And let's say that like what I'm doing right now or what I've done in the past wasn't drag. So what? Why would you go out of your way to like tell somebody, hey, you just did it so bad. Like, what do you gain? Do you get happy? I'm not sure like what you're seeking. Are you seeking validation? Do you just want to point somebody out wrong? Like, I'm not sure. So that really did deter me from like even trying to associate with drag, because I just, every single aspect of it was just meted with like a whole bunch of criticism coming my way. And I'm a pretty practical person, and like logic tells me if I don't want certain attention, just don't do the actions that cause that attention. So I just ended up avoiding it. But then I realized no matter what I say or what I do, people are still going to try something with me. I have the power. You know, like I have the power to let these words either affect me or build me up. And that's not to say that bullying people is good. If you are bullying people or just saying stuff about people, know your lane. To a certain extent, and I'm probably saying this because I'm not like affected by anything directly right now, you have like a little bit of power whether you let certain things get to you or not. And it takes a lot of strength to figure that out. It does. But once you do, it's like honestly, everything just kind of like, it's a cakewalk from then on out. I'm lying, it's not. Sometimes you have your bad days, but it's a lot more manageable then. And if you were to live your life based on the opinions of people that literally do not even care about whether you succeed or not and actually want to see you fail, you're never gonna do anything. So with that being said, this is my drag makeup. And yes, it is very close to my regular makeup look. No, I don't glue down my brows. What of it? So with the Ariana drag look, I actually learned a lot of like new tricks that like only apply like when I do drag makeup. Like for example, I just use a ton of concealer, but it's obviously because I'm trying to change my face a little. And you're also trying to make this whole area right here a blank canvas. So that way you can go back in with any pigment you want and change your bone structure. I like to pat a little bit of the concealer and foundation on my brows because since I'm using a pink wig, obviously like brown is gonna be very stark. And since I'm not doing my brows are just gonna be a little bit more masculine, but who cares? And I'm gonna grab my setting powder and I bake the house when it comes to like the drag look because it's a lot of makeup and you really don't want it going anywhere. Also, this probably is not even a hack, but I've started doing this and this has saved me a lot of time. I actually do my lips first while everything is like setting in place because you don't bake your lips. And when you wipe off the setting powder, a little bit of the setting powder on your lips does not hurt at all. But that's not really the hack part. The hack part is like saving time. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the ColourPop Luxe Velvet in the shade Genie. Scarlet Genie. Did y'all ever play that game? Skylanders? I used to collect all of them. They're like these little figures that you put on a portal, whatever. So I actually layer 3 lipsticks. This is just the first one. It's gonna be the base. So in the original look, I had a very hot pink lipstick. I'm not doing that again. I wish I had my lip liner. This sucks. I'm gonna go in with my second lipstick. This is the Dragon Beauty Horchata. This is a very light lipstick, but I really like this even for like my regular day beat. And people always ask me like what I'm wearing, and it's this in the center, like not on my entire lip, because in the way that I like to use it, it's kind of like a brightener on the lips. You know how you use like concealer to brighten your under eye? This is like my concealer for my lips, if that makes sense. Like it brightens the center of my lip in a way that just makes it like pop out. You see, like, I don't really know how to explain it, but the goal is to be subtle. Like you can't really see it, but my lips do look more plump than before. Like, very that. Now that that's done with, you can just swipe it off. I wish I'd have known sooner, because like I really hate just like wasting time and just like sitting there, especially like when I'm in a rush, and then I'm just like sitting there just like waiting for like the baking powder to do what it needs to do. So now I'm gonna go ahead and use my blush. Now this is where I do go a little harder because this is drag and we're trying to change like face frames and stuff. So I try to bring it more inward, kind of like all the way to like my nose, like that. I put on my nose. You are going to see everything become a lot more extreme right now, especially around the jaw. Also, this is the same technique that I used in the Ariana video. That look really made me actually fall in love with doing drag. I had fun and I felt good. I felt like I looked so good that I just did not care what other people had to say. And then I'm gonna grab my little brush that I always use for my eye, and I'm just gonna do like the bone structure that I want. I also like to do the majority of my nose contour with the blush because it's a lot more forgiving, and when you turn, it has like, the harsh line is still there, but it's not that apparent, whereas if it were like contour, and then I'll go lightly in with contour, but I still get that little effect that you see right there. And also like the pink around like your face just really makes this look more like just young and cute. This part is like so important because this is where all the man is for me. So I really have to work extra hard around this area to just make sure that it's as feminine as possible. So I'm gonna go in with my lightest blush and I'm just gonna throw that all over the place. And then same thing when it comes to contour, I'm gonna bring it in and kind of end it more on the nose instead of like down here. Just like the cheekbone down here, your goal is to make this as oval and as soft as possible. Are you gonna have a line there? Yes, you are, but whatever. And if you have like a very prominent jaw like I do, you really just wanna push this out to like around like where your hairline would be, like right here. You see how this side is like a little bit softer than this side? Now, I don't know about y'all, but I have a very prominent cheekbone. I literally like Photoshop it out of some of my pictures, like full T. I don't like it. Some people live for it, but whatever. See how this kind of like pushes out of like the sides? We're gonna try to hide that with some bronzer. So that's pretty much it for the base for me right now. Now, this is where the magic is personally for me. Like this is like really where I start looking very feminine. I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna use this peach shade right here from the Morphe palette. And I'm gonna put that like all the way up there. Completely just disregarding like my actual like eye shape, I guess. And then this part is incredibly important. I strongly recommend this to anybody that wants like a more feminine look. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the ColourPop Stone Cold Fox palette and I'm going to use the shade Luxe. This is going to make our eyes like super bright like in the center. This was inspired by Ariana like in the Positions music video. This really does just do something to your face. You know, like you just look like a woman. I don't know how else to explain it. That's the little extra oomph that I personally need. Just watch as I do. I genuinely have no idea what I'm gonna do once I run out of this shade because I use this practically every single day at this point. So you see that? Yummy. And then next I'm gonna do my eyeliner. Now I'm going to do this huge, like ginormous. You're basically going to force an entire new eye on your eye. I don't know. I just love doing this little wing. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just that that really just does it for me. And you know what's funny? This looks very similar to like my everyday makeup. And the gag is that's because I actually like this so much that I just started doing this as my regular every single day type shit. It's fun, even as a guy. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit of mascara. Not much because it really doesn't matter. Like flat out with this eyeliner, you're just not gonna see your lashes. So it doesn't even matter at all. But what's really important is that you definitely do apply fake lashes. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the Insta famous unicorn lashes in Fallen Star. These are huge. What I actually like to do, because now we kind of have like this new eye shape, I don't apply my lash glue at the base, like lash line, very like tall part of the eyeliner, and I paint it on to make sure that's gonna stick on when I put it on. And a trick that I learned from one of the people at Too Faced is that you let them sit for 3 minutes before applying it. And I know it sounds like a very long time and it's gonna lose its tackiness, but the glue gets so tacky, and then when you put this glue on top of this glue, it's just gonna like stick like cement. So I'm gonna go ahead and while I'm waiting for that, I'm also gonna do the other eye just so we can save a little bit of time. Oh, girlies, these are long. But you know what? It's fine, because that's how we need them. I think these lashes just might be a little too long, which I'm shook. I've never seen lashes this long. So now we're gonna do the Band-Aid. Oh my gosh. I'm dreading this so much, but you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and do it. I'm using like a very light Band-Aid shade, and then we're also gonna apply to this side. It can be messy because we're gonna outline this later, and then we're gonna do the center with like a brighter shade. We grab our little eyeliner, and then we're gonna go ahead and outline this to really make it our Band-Aid. Oh my god, look how cute that is. Oh my god, I'm living. How do I feel? Okay, work. I'm gonna grab this hot pink and I'm just gonna draw some hearts right here. I feel like it's missing something. I don't really know what it is though. Oh wait, actually no, I'm gonna do like a little graphic liner on top here. Yeah, that's what it needed. And that's pretty much it, guys. This is like my little new drag look. I'm kind of nervous because I kind of styled this wig a long time ago. It's been a while now. Yum. I think this is so freaking cute. When I get home, I'm probably gonna fix up the wig and I'm probably gonna do like space buns because I actually don't really, well, I like it. I think it's cute, but it's giving me like very like Celtic or Celtic, I don't know how to pronounce it. The guy hair that's like really pretty. But yeah, other than that, this is the hairstyle we're gonna have to go with for the studio because I don't have any hair ties or anything like that, which is a huge mistake on my part. Okay, so thank God I got this video off my chest. I got this makeup look off my chest. And yeah, so that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like my art, if you guys like my energy, please like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on post notifications, and I will see you guys in the future. Bye.